Hello everybody, my name is Welcome.
Hello everybody, this is SinOfCreativity, and today, uh, manga. And with that, I welcome you to today's video on the channel, for which I have prepared a manga page of the current manga I'm working on. But before we dive into that, I would like to thank you guys for the big support on my last video in which I drew Fumikage Tokoyami from MHA, because this video now is actually my best performing long time video on the channel. So huge thanks to the 123 people who watched it, greater thanks to the 9 people who left a like, and of course the greatest thanks to those who left wholesome comments like these. It really helps me continue my content for you guys, know if you like it, if you don't like it, and of course showing support towards what I'm doing and towards my work is always appreciated. But I have to criticize. Please also point out some negative aspects, of course, on the videos and on what I drew, because of course also the negative comments and negative perspectives on, or let's just not say negative, but more particularly criticizing aspects of commentary towards my work is even more important for me than anything else. So yeah, thanks to everyone who showed support on my last video, and yeah, with no further ado, let's just dive into the video. So what actually have I prepared for you? Well, I kind of don't know myself, to be honest, because the general idea of the manga in terms of storyline, what kind of message it'll tell, characters and their development throughout the story, all that is still in its early work process, so I don't know that much about what I want to do with it yet. But what I know is that it's probably going to be very focused on world building and will most likely play out as an adaptation of the adventuring hero concept, but more or less in a postmodern way that grabs the idea but transfers and destroys it at the same time. I'm currently working on a teacher figure that takes inspiration of Satoru Gojo and Gabimaru, you know, Gojo from JJK and Gabimaru from Hell's Paradise. So we'll see how that turns out. But I'm excited to see which way the manga will go, how it will evolve in the process, and of course, whether you guys will enjoy me working on it or not. Concerning the 4 different panels I worked on for this one, the intention was to give the scenery a very dark and brutal atmosphere that captures war with all its tension, weapons and cruelty. For that, I used mostly dark tones of grey and strong shadings with only accents of color in the 3rd and 4th panel. The background is in deep black to make it seem impossible to escape the scene, as it only stretches into endless void. Colorful accents are in red and orange that give the individual pieces a catastrophic and destructive aura. The shading in this case almost feels a bit foggy, which is supposed to represent flying dust that got blown in the atmosphere by multiple explosions. Bodies are lying around everywhere, as the first wave of the war has set the scene for the next one. Remaining bushes are used as protection, so the enemy hopefully won't find you. War here is presented as a game, in which its fighting troops are more like figures in a board game whose lives aren't worth more than to die for a seemingly greater purpose. And that covers most of the important stylistic devices I used here. And so we reached the end of the video again. As always, if you watched this far and don't mind giving me some of your time, definitely consider leaving a comment under the video and tell me about what you think of my manga idea and the page I drew so far. Just like I always tell you, criticism is if not the key aspect of every artist's career, so feel free to talk to me about my work in any way you seem fit. A like is of course always appreciated, and if you don't want to miss out on any future updates on the manga or are interested in other future content of mine, feel free to subscribe. But for now, enjoy the last frames of the video and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.